Hey, what's up and welcome. I am Matthew Msengati, the hybrid, the designer and developer, the best of both worlds. In this video, we are going to talk about environment variables in Next.js. I believe you have tried searching this term on the internet and you already got the description. So I'm not going to get into detail in describing it for you. Instead, I am going to take you through everything that you need to know about environment variable in Next.js. As you know, here at Coded Design, we provide tools for you to use even if you are not watching our own videos. So with that being said, we are going to ask ChatGPT what is an environment variable in Next.js so that I can show you that whenever you want to know something, you don't really need to just jump to YouTube, but you can just go to ChatGPT and ask something, and ChatGPT will give you a foundation and a basic of what that thing is so that you can go to YouTube and ask for more. Okay, so without wasting time, let's just ask ChatGPT what is an environment variable in Next.js. Okay, so next time when you want to know something, just come here, ChatGPT, and ask it, and it will tell you exactly what it is. Okay, ChatGPT will also help me to get a clear definition of what an environment variable is so that I can concentrate on showing you practically what has been said here. Okay, ChatGPT done. In Next.js, an environment variable is a variable outside your application code that holds configuration values or sensitive information. That's the most important part about environment variables. Those are the variables that hold sensitive information like your password, like confidential information, database keys. You are just controlling them. You don't want them to be all over the place, okay? So that maybe when you take your code to public, you want to make sure that those environment variables are not there. Also, in the end, I will show you a mistake that I did or something that I have been careless in until I had to create this video. And I started to see that whatever that I was going to talk about, it's something that I didn't practice thanks to me thinking about creating this video. Okay. So those sensitive information such as API key, database credential, or any other configuration parameters. Environment variables are used to keep this information separate from your code, making it easier to manage different configurations for development, staging, and production environment. Guys, this is the best explanation. I couldn't define it this way. So now that we are done with this beautiful and awesome explanation, now let's go through the practical aspect of it. Okay. So let's just quickly scroll through here. Okay. Okay, here they are telling you about creating the the environment variable. Okay, so meaning that the environment variable file. Okay, so meaning that if you've got the code here on the root directory of your Next.js application, as you can see, this is my web and this is the root directory. Okay, here you just go here and create this file. For instance, let me delete this one. Okay, don't save. Let me delete this one. Let me delete this one. Okay, so you will go here in your root and then type here .env dot local. Okay, so here I'm creating .env, sorry about that, .env dot local because I already have the .env one, but this is how you will create it if you don't have. Okay, and that is it. So this is how you create your environment variable file. Okay, .env like this. Okay, and then obviously this is how you initialize your environment variable, the actual variable. Okay, let's just copy and paste. Okay, so this will be your environment variable. In my case here, I had a MongoDB URL that is here, okay, that I am using in my application. So this is just a string, something that I wrote so that when I'm done, I can undo this file, then I can bring back that string, okay. So this is how it is. As you can see, this is exactly the same as this one, okay. Usually you type your environment variables in capital letters, number one, and then you will just say, let's say, making a practical example, password, it's in capital letter, password is equal to, and then I will say 123. That will be my environment variable. As you can see, there are no strings and there are no spaces, okay? That's about it. Let's see what ChatGPT has for us. Okay, concept key. Okay. If for more information, you can just go here and read more information about this. Okay. What we had here on ChatGPT, it's the stages of development, different stages, development, staging, and production environment. Okay. So let's talk about the idea of stages. Okay. Now I'm in my code. This is my computer. I trust that I'm the only one who's using this computer, right? Yes. Okay. However, when I'm taking my code to public, okay, what might be the cases where I'm taking my code to public, which is GitHub, okay? When I'm taking my code to GitHub, pushing it to GitHub, now it's in the public space. Maybe somebody might access this code, okay? Obviously, it might be a private code now, but what if I'm sharing it with different developers all over the place, all over the world, and then they must not have access to my environment variable. Remember, I told you that this is a topic that I knew at the back of my mind, but it looks like I didn't really implement it. Okay, this is wrong. This is not supposed to be here. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. So if you want this information not to be in public, okay, you will declare it here as a .env, the file, and then you put your key here. So when you are pushing this to GitHub, okay, this information, all this information will go there except this file and this file. That means this file and this file is not going to be pushed to GitHub, okay? How do you know if that is not going to open, or which file that is responsible for that? Okay, there is this file called git ignore. Okay, this is a list of files which are here that Git must ignore when pushing your files to GitHub. As you can see here, we have .env and also .local. So meaning that this file is not supposed to be pushed when you are pushing your file to GitHub. It happened to me that this file that I've pushed to GitHub, as you can see, this is the same, this is a municipality. Now let's check my web. Okay, this one. Okay, as you can see, here is the .env. If I can click here, you are going to see what I was hiding here, of which that is the problem. As I've told you that it looks like I was aware of this theoretically, but I didn't really double check things to see. I was like, okay, since I've got this here, that means it's not gonna be there. But now when I was preparing for this tutorial, I was like, it's there, and I was like, this is something that I have to check. Okay, so environment variables, they are just here to make sure that your sensitive information, it's not all over the place. So step number one, we are here in the code. I trust that this is me. I've got this file here. When I'm pushing it to GitHub, which is here, this file is not supposed to be here because this is some sort of not within my control. I've lost access. Okay, obviously GitHub might have means of saving your code privately and publicly. Yes, I do understand that, but because of we are not sure, maybe I might be sharing my code with some other people that I trust, but now maybe we part ways and then they can make use of my keys or something like that. Okay, so this was not supposed to be here, so that means we've got all the information, but the environment variables are not here. It doesn't end here, okay? Because when you are deploying this website, let me just show you that this is a live website, okay? When it gets here, meaning that first it has to be deployed on VERCEL, okay? Then it means that we must have a way of adding these variables, okay? These variables, because when it's actually running, it will need these variables to consume these variables. So meaning that when we get into deployment, there is also another stage, okay, which is VERCEL, okay? When you are deploying your application here in VERCEL, VERCEL will ask you something like this, will give you an input where you can put your environment variable, okay? Meaning that this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna, let's say, copy this, okay, something like that, okay? Then you're going to paste it here, and then it's going to also ask you what is the value of this environment variable, and then you can type, you can also paste that value here so that the cell can have your environment variable. So in these three stages, code, GitHub, and Vercels, the stages that have got the environment variable, it's your Visual Studio Code, you have it, you can see it, and then GitHub. We skip GitHub, it's not supposed to be here. And then here we also paste it so that when you are running it live, it can be available. I'm Matthew Msingati, the hybrid, the designer and developer, and the best of both worlds. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one.